like a balanced beam. We keep poise and composure when we make it that extreme.
What is your focus? It's not hocus pocus. It's rolling now. Sorry. Oh, it was so good the first time.
Okay, so we're talking about comic book tips, comic book writing tips. So one of the things that I advise people against is using too many words in their scripts. A lot of times when people come from prose and they start to write comics, we're so in love with our words, we're so in love with these rich descriptions, we don't stop to recognize that the comics are a visual medium. And so in order to maximize that medium, we have to be very spare with the amount of words that we have on the page. Now, when I wrote the Nat Love book, this is the historical book, so I had to get a lot of facts in. So it's one of the reasons I decided to do it in this format instead of the normal, like this orientation, I put it like that, the landscape, because it gives more room for all of the information. But if I did this, plus had all of the characters saying a whole bunch of stuff, there would be no room for the art. And I think it's something that people don't think about a lot of times in comic books. So you can write as specific a script as you want, but you need to make sure that you're thinking about what words actually appear on the page. When it comes to that, you have to be pretty sparing. What do you think of that?
I think that's amazing. It makes me think about and coaching, how I tell some of my clients that they've got to get grounded in their intention before they really start to project what they want other people to understand about themselves or their products and or ideas, right? Because sometimes we can be too wordy when we're trying to sell something or when we're trying to involve somebody in our idea, very similar to a comic script, right? You want people to understand like this idea, this concept, this story.
Right.
But when you have too many words, people get lost and their minds start to wander all over the place. So I think it's really amazing because it does like really, it's a parallel with what I teach in coaching. So get grounded in your idea and find the most precise way and accurate way to authentically express yourself with less words, because oftentimes less is more. And I know it sounds cliche, but less is more.
Yeah, and I guess, the other thing that connects with that is human communication, right? Like, human communication is not just words. It's facial expressions, it's body language, it's location, it's so many things.
Right.
And when you're dealing with a visual medium like comics, it's the same thing. You're communicating a lot visually. So if you are trying to overwhelm that visual communication with a whole bunch of words on the page, then you're not using the form in its best way.
Yeah, and I really actually love what you said about when you use too many words, you're not leaving room for the art.
Yeah.
Because literally in some of his coaching courses, if you've been in his classes, you show scripts or pages of comics where the words are literally overlapping all of the art. And oftentimes we do that in the real world. We don't allow who we are to authentically show because we're letting our insecurities or feeling like we need to overcompensate. In many ways, it's not necessary. So that's cool.
Well, there you go. A life lesson and a comic lesson.
Yes. Peace.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was a video about succinctness. That's the way we do it when we on the brink with the different type of thoughts, the way we try to walk, and with a different message when we keep it that we brought. We start to bring when we trying to communicating with the words that we sing. We make sure it ain't extreme. It's like a balanced beam. We keep poise and composure when we make it that extreme.
What is your focus? It's not hocus pocus. You need to know where your vision leads. That's how your life will sing. You know, you got to stay focused. It's so you can manifest.
Oh, that's what you're doing? All right.
Right on, baby. That's you too.